The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly stands as a timeless masterpiece in the realm of westerns and ranks high among the greatest movies ever made. Director Sergio Leone's meticulous craftsmanship shines through as he blends artistry with the postmodern western genre. The film's script, crafted by Luciano Vincenzoni, Sergio Donati, and Furio Scapelli, delivers a balance of terse dialogue and memorable lines that range from witty to profound. Clint Eastwood as Blondie, the Good, and Eli Wallach as Tuco, the Ugly, deliver outstanding performances, with their dynamic conversations and chemistry elevating the film's status as one of the finest spaghetti westerns ever created. The enduring quotes from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly are a testament to its greatness. Remember to hit the like button because it helps us a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell to not miss the upcoming interesting video. Number 1. The brilliant thing about Tuco is that he always had very witty responses to everything he was told, which make up some of the best The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly quotes. For example, after Blondie suggests that he might intentionally miss his shot at the noose, Tuco issues a threat of his own. He tells Blondie to make sure he's dead or else he'll exert revenge. Interestingly, Blondie still manages to double-cross Tuco at the end of the movie by leaving him with a noose around his neck and no way to access his cut of the Confederate gold. Tuco's egotistical words set up the punch of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly's iconic ending.
But if you miss, you had better miss very well. Whoever double-crosses me and leaves me alive, he understands nothing about Tuco. Nothing.
Number 2. Tuco has become greedy. Or is he ambitious? Maybe he just knows his worth. He demands the bigger cut of the bounty because he is the one who normally gets captured and placed on the hangman's noose. He feels that Blondie's job of shooting the rope is an easy one. Tuco also feels that if he faces a greater risk, because if Blondie misses, he will die. As expected, Blondie wants to hear none of it. He cheekily makes it clear that if his cut is reduced, his aim might be affected as well. This quote highlights that Tuco is in no position to negotiate with his life in Blondie's hands.
There are two kinds of people in the world, my friend. Those with a rope around their neck and the people who have the job of doing the cutting. Listen, the neck at the end of the rope is mine. I run the risks. So the next time I want more than half.
You may run the risks, my friend, but I do the cutting. If we cut down my percentage. Cigar? Liable to interfere with my aim.
Number 3. After having enough of Tuco's complaints, Blondie cuts ties with him and takes the bounty that they are supposed to share before riding away on his horse. He tells Tuco to save his breath and try walking 70 miles. Luckily, Tuco manages to get to the nearest town and begins plotting revenge on Blondie. He manages to capture Blondie too, but his plan to leave him to die in the desert as well backfires after he discovers that Blondie has been told the location of the Confederate gold. In a way, Blondie shows Tuco mercy, but his primary motivation is betraying Tuco before Tuco betrays him.
I'll keep the money and you can have the rope.
You filthy double-crossing bastard! Of all the stinking dirty tricks!
Way back to town is only 70 miles. So if you save your breath, I feel a man like you could manage it. Adios.
You filthy bastard!
Number 4. Clint Eastwood's Blondie says this to Tuco after the two finally locate the Confederate gold at the cemetery. Tuco thought that they'd be a division of labor between them, but he was mistaken. Blondie quickly turns him into a slave. Even though Tuco doesn't like being ordered around by anyone, he reluctantly agrees. This, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly quote shows the amoral nature of the movie's universe, where power is dictated from behind the barrel of a gun.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig. You dig.
Where?
Number 5. Tuco is pretty much talking to himself in a the good, the bad, and the ugly scene where he is plucking off a dead chicken's feathers. He wonders why anyone would work so hard and put their own lives in danger. This quote also reflects Tuco's personality. Instead of working hard to scrape a living by, Tuco engages in dangerous crime in an attempt to get rich quick.
If you work for a living, why do you kill yourself working?
Number 6. Angel Eyes says this in reference to the fact that bandits that have been sentenced to hang don't usually end up hanging. They are always saved by bounty hunters so that the reward money can be increased. Angel Eyes is aware of this very merry-go-round money-making scheme that Blondie and Tuco are engaged in. Whenever Tuco gets captured, Blondie helps him escape. As a result, the bounty is increased. Blondie then turns Tuco in, collects the money, and frees him again.
Glad they got him, a man guilty of all those crimes.
People with ropes around their necks don't always hang.
What do you mean?
Even a filthy beggar like that has got a protecting angel.
Number 7. While searching for the hidden gold, Tuco tells Blondie that they will be successful in their endeavor because God is on their side. However, Blondie shuts him down by stating that God doesn't like idiots. This is another the good, the bad, and the ugly quote that reflects the generally cynical and amoral tone of Leone's Western. Of course, given that he's partnered up with Tuco, Blondie may be due for a spell of bad luck himself.
Down with General Grant! Hurrah for General... What's your name?
Lee.
Lee! Hey! God is with us because he hates the eggs too! Hurrah!
God's not on our side because he hates idiots also.
Number 8. In one of the most interesting scenes in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Angel Eyes reports to Baker, an old man who paid him $500 to murder another man. Unfortunately for Baker, Angel Eyes was given $1,000 by the man he killed. He goes on to state that when he is paid, he always gets the job done. So he covers Baker's head with a pillow and shoots him, having killed both men and collected $1,500 in all.
Perfect. Here you are. Here, this is for you. You did a good job for me. Worth $500.
Yeah. Almost forgot. He gave me $1,000. I think his idea was that I kill you.
Number 9. Actions are clearly superior to words. A one-armed man that Tuco nearly killed 8 months earlier learns this the hard way. Seeking revenge, he tracks Tuco and finds him relaxing in a bathtub. He mistakenly thinks Tuco is helpless and expounds at length about his plan for revenge. However, he isn't aware that Tuco is holding a gun under the water. Before the man can continue talking, Tuco pumps a few bullets into him. Tuco then jokes that the man should have just shot him instead of talking too much.
When you have to shoot, don't talk.
Number 10. One of the most famous Clint Eastwood quotes comes courtesy of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, when Blondie utters these words which sum up the world of guns to a T. This quote is in direct reference to the fact that no two guns are identical or alike, despite their model. Each has its own history and story to tell. Since a cowboy's reliable revolver is a staple of spaghetti western genres, this quote feels undeniably slick and on-brand, especially when delivered by the inimitable Clint Eastwood.
Every gun makes its own tune. And it's perfect timing, large one.
Please like and share if you find the video content interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss the upcoming interesting videos. Thanks for watching.